Hello there, America. Welcome to a journey through the ever-changing landscape of the U.S. labor market. Buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the exhilarating, terrifying, and occasionally pants-wetting roller coaster that is the U.S. labor market. It's a ride filled with unexpected twists, sharp turns, and heart-stopping drops. This ain't your grandpappy's job market, folks. Things are changing faster than a politician's promise during an election year. The days of working a single job for your entire career are long gone. The labor market is the backbone of our economy. It's the engine that keeps our country running, providing opportunities for millions of Americans to earn a living and support their families. It's where we go to make a living, pay our bills, and hopefully have enough left over for a couple of tacos on Tuesdays. But it's more than just a paycheck. It's about finding purpose and fulfillment in what we do. But lately, this crucial system has been hit by a perfect storm of technological advancements, global competition, and a little thing called a global pandemic. These forces have reshaped the job market in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few years ago. Remember when you were a kid and your parents told you to go outside and play because video games will rot your brain? They wanted us to be active, to engage with the world around us. Well, turns out they were half right. While video games didn't rot our brains, technology has certainly taken over our lives, including our jobs. Technology is changing the job landscape faster than you can say artificial intelligence. AI, automation, and machine learning are transforming industries, creating new opportunities while rendering some jobs obsolete. From self-driving trucks to robots flipping burgers, some jobs are disappearing faster than common sense in a political debate. But it's not just low-skilled jobs. Even highly skilled professions are feeling the impact. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. With change comes opportunity. New jobs are emerging in fields we never dreamed of, and the demand for skilled workers is higher than ever. New jobs are emerging, and the demand for skilled workers is higher than ever. From cybersecurity experts to renewable energy technicians, the future is bright for those willing to adapt and learn. So the question is, are we ready to adapt and thrive in this rapidly evolving job market? It's a challenge, but also an exciting opportunity to reinvent ourselves and our careers. Stay tuned, because we're about to find out. Together, we'll explore the trends, the challenges, and the opportunities that lie ahead in this wild ride of the U.S. labor market. Let's get started. You know that old joke? Yeah, well, this ain't no joke, folks. It's the reality of what's been happening in the U.S. labor market. Imagine a bar where robots are serving drinks, the ingredients are shipped from halfway across the world, and everyone's wearing masks and social distancing. That's pretty much the state of things right now. Let's start with technology, shall we? Automation and artificial intelligence, AI, are becoming as ubiquitous as your weird uncle's Facebook rants. They're everywhere. Robots are now doing jobs that were once considered the exclusive domain of humans, like assembling cars, performing surgery, and even writing news articles. Hopefully this one is still written by a human, but no promises. Then there's globalization, that wonderful phenomenon that brings us cheap goods from overseas while simultaneously shipping American jobs to places with fewer labor laws and even cheaper labor. It's a double-edged sword, folks. And right now it feels like we're getting the blunt end of it. And just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder, bam! A global pandemic hits, throwing the entire world into chaos. Suddenly, millions of people are out of work, businesses are shutting down faster than a Walmart on Black Friday, and everyone's wondering if they'll ever be able to afford toilet paper again. Let's dive deeper into each of these elements, starting with technology. Automation isn't a new concept. It started with the Industrial Revolution, where machines began to replace manual labor in factories. Fast forward to today, and we have robots that can perform complex tasks with precision and efficiency. In healthcare, AI is revolutionizing diagnostics and treatment plans, making healthcare more accessible and personalized. In customer service, chatbots are handling queries, reducing the need for human intervention. Even in creative fields, AI is composing music, creating art, and writing stories. But what does this mean for the workforce? It means that workers need to adapt and acquire new skills to stay relevant in an increasingly automated world. Online learning platforms are booming, offering courses on everything from coding to digital marketing. Now, let's talk about globalization. Globalization has connected the world in ways we never imagined. Goods and services flow across borders with ease, cultures are blending, and ideas are being exchanged at an unprecedented rate. But there's a downside. Jobs are being outsourced to countries with cheaper labor, leading to job losses in developed nations. This has created economic disparities and social tensions. And then, the pandemic. The pandemic has exposed the vulnerabilities in our global systems. Healthcare systems were overwhelmed and supply chains were disrupted. Remote work became the norm, changing the way we work and live. People had to adapt quickly to a new normal, balancing work, family, and health. So, what does the future hold? It's hard to say, but one thing is certain. We need to be prepared for rapid changes. Collaboration and innovation will be key to navigating this new landscape. With resilience and adaptability, we can turn these challenges into opportunities for a better future. So, the next time you hear that joke about robots, globalization, and a pandemic walking into a bar, remember, it's not just a joke, it's our reality. And maybe, just maybe, we can raise a toast to a brighter tomorrow. So here's the thing. Despite all the doom and gloom, there are actually plenty of jobs available in the U.S. The job market is bustling with opportunities, and on the surface, it might seem like a job seeker's paradise. But, as we dig deeper, we find that the reality is far more complex and nuanced. The problem is, they're not necessarily the jobs people want, are qualified for, or are willing to do for the wages being offered. Many job seekers are finding themselves in a tough spot, where the available positions don't align with their skills, aspirations, or financial needs. It's a frustrating scenario, akin to searching for a needle in a haystack. It's like going to a buffet where the only food left is lukewarm salad and a lone, slightly suspect-looking shrimp. You walk in with high hopes, expecting a feast, but what you find is far from satisfying. The options are limited and the quality is questionable. Not exactly appetizing, is it? This metaphor perfectly captures the current job market scenario. Job seekers are left with choices that are far from ideal, leading to a sense of disillusionment and frustration. The unemployment rate has been bouncing around like a ping-pong ball, but it's finally starting to stabilize. That's the good news. After months of uncertainty, there's a glimmer of hope as the numbers begin to level out. However, this stabilization doesn't paint the full picture. The bad news is that a lot of people have simply given up looking for work altogether, so they're not even counted in the unemployment figures. These individuals, disheartened by repeated rejections and the lack of suitable opportunities, have exited the job market entirely. Their absence skews the statistics, making the situation appear better than it actually is. It's like they've fallen off the radar, lost in a sea of economic uncertainty. These discouraged workers are a hidden facet of the employment crisis, their struggles invisible in the official data, but very real in their daily lives. And then there's the issue of skills mismatch. This is a significant hurdle that complicates the job market further. Many of the available jobs require specialized skills and training that many unemployed workers simply don't have. The rapid pace of technological advancement has created a gap between the skills employers need and the skills job seekers possess. This gap is a major barrier to employment. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work. The mismatch leads to frustration on both sides. Employers struggle to find qualified candidates, and job seekers find themselves unqualified for the roles available. We've got folks who used to work in manufacturing now competing for jobs in healthcare or tech, and it's a recipe for frustration and underemployment. These workers, once skilled in their fields, now face the daunting task of retraining and adapting to entirely new industries. The transition is neither easy nor quick, often leading to periods of underemployment where their skills are underutilized and their potential unrealized. The job market, therefore, is a complex landscape. While opportunities exist, they are often out of reach for many due to a variety of factors. Addressing these issues requires a multifaceted approach, including better training programs, more realistic job expectations, and policies that support both job seekers and employers in bridging the skills gap. Only then can we hope to create a job market that truly works for everyone. It's a challenging journey, but with the right strategies and support, we can navigate this intricate job market and ensure that the abundance of jobs translates into meaningful employment for all. Section 4. The price is right, or is it? The wage gap widens. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, money, or more specifically, the lack thereof. While some sectors of the economy are booming and wages are rising, many workers are still struggling to make ends meet. It's like trying to pay for a 5-star meal with a coupon for a free taco. It just doesn't add up. The wage gap between the rich and everyone else continues to widen, like a chasm in the Grand Canyon. CEOs are raking in record profits while their employees are struggling to afford basic necessities like housing, healthcare, and avocado toast. Okay, maybe not avocado toast, but you get the point. This growing inequality is not only morally wrong, but it's also bad for the economy. When people don't have enough money to spend, businesses suffer, and the whole system slows down. It's like trying to run a car on fumes. You might get a little way, but eventually, you're going to stall out. Section 5. So, you're saying there's a labor shortage? Here's a head-scratcher. We've got millions of unemployed people, but businesses are complaining about a labor shortage. What's going on here? It's like walking into a crowded room and still feeling completely alone. Well, it turns out that the so-called labor shortage is a bit more nuanced than that. Yes, there are plenty of people looking for work, but they may not have the skills or experience that employers are looking for. Or they may not be willing to work for the wages being offered, especially in physically demanding or low-paying industries. And then there's the whole issue of childcare and transportation costs, which can make it difficult for some people to return to work even if they find a job. It's like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle where half the pieces are missing, and the other half are from a different puzzle entirely. It's a mess, folks, and there's no easy solution.